Alright, I'm just going to do a little summary here. I like doing my summaries at the beginning of my videos because I don't expect anybody to watch me or listen to me ramble on for 20 minutes as I test something. So what we're testing is this Tidradio Bluetooth Baofeng programmer. It only works on variants of Baofengs. You plug it into your microphone jack, flick it on, you connect your phone using the OD Master application, which you can get on Google Play Store or wherever. Once you set up the application, plug this in, the purpose of this is to be able to program your Baofeng through the app on your phone via Bluetooth. It has some issues. One issue that I discovered while testing it here, it appears that if there's a gap in your channel numbers, for example, mine ran from 0 to 44, and then I had a few programmed up at the top, like in the 100 range, just weather channels and stuff like that. If you have a gap in your numbers, apparently the app will then say fail to write, and it will not complete out the remainder of the writing. It does not allow you to enter in channel names, as far as I can see. If you're cloning an existing Baofeng that already has the channel IDs in there to a second Baofeng, it will copy them over. On the test I did, it did not copy the settings. After factory resetting the second Baofeng, it was still talking to me in Chinese. So you got the data over, but not all the settings. The app does allow you to save settings. I'm assuming because it hit that error with the gap in programming numbers, because it said failed to write at like 34% or something, consistently every time. So I'm assuming that is why it didn't get to the point where it was entering in those channels in the hundreds, and probably the last thing it was going to do is set all those settings. So as of right now, this item is 12 bucks on Amazon. I can see the potential in this little dongle. Right now, not quite ready for prime time, but if you have all your channels sequential, it will get the data over, and it will, you'll just have to change some settings like, your color schemes and your language preferences and so forth. So I'm going to spend the next couple hours editing down the 40 minutes of video I took into something that doesn't suck, or doesn't suck as much. And we'll play that right after this. So, this is K4RZM, Eric in South Carolina, and I hope this helps somebody. I'll put links to this item, which is on Amazon. It's the only place you can get it. 12 bucks or so in the description, and for the best. Alright, I hear that vehicle coming back, and I'm just going to sign off now and start editing video. Hey, the folks over at Tidradio gave me an item to test. It seemed interesting. It didn't cost me anything, and I told them I would give them an honest review on how it performed. So I'm not getting compensated at all. Basically, they gave me a $12 little dongle here. What this is, it is a Bluetooth programmer for Baofengs. I have a couple of Baofengs here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up on my phone, and then I'm going to show you how the program works a little bit, and then I'm going to try and clone one radio to another radio using this little gadget here. So we'll see how it works. If it fails, I'll let you know it fails. If it works, I'll let you know it works. I'm not getting paid anything. I will tell you the truth because I honestly don't care. So I'm going to show you how to set this up on the phone first here. You need to, if you have a regular Android phone, the app is OD Master, like somebody selling fentanyl from China or something. But OD Master is the name of the app. Don't know why they named it that. Let me see if I can get my phone on here. And yes, that's what time it is. Alright, and I apologize. I'm trying to look through a camera and hit things at the same time. So it's going to search OD. Okay, OD master. I had to reset my phone, factory reset it, so I'm installing this back on here again. Alright, so it took a few minutes, installed. Let's open that up. And allow it to manage to make phone calls. I don't think it needs to do that. Deny. Okay, if you deny, I guess it exits. So I guess I will give it permission to make phone calls, even though I don't understand why it would need to. Alright, so allow. Agree to whatever I'm agreeing to. Alright. Actually, I'm just going to register a new account because I honestly don't know. And I have an infinite amount of email addresses available to me. So I'm just going to use... No, you don't need to know what I'm putting in here. After you put in your email, it gives you a little I am not a robot test, I guess. Alright, so I just made a new account. Wants to know if I am male. Sure. Next. Choose birthday. Here. Okay, so we're in. And down at the bottom, you have the options to program. Now it does state in the instructions that basically plug it in, get it ready to go before you hit your program button. So let's get this thing focusing back here. Good. Alright, so we've got two Baofengs, one with a black antenna, one with a signal stick. So we're going to use a black as our base here. Then I'm going to factory reset the other one, and we'll see what happens. Okay, we're going to put that in there, turn on the radio, and power this up. Okay. Now back on the app. Okay, so now back on the app, we're going to hit program. Focus. And back this up a bit here. Okay. Program. And it gives you a little tutorial here, telling me to connect to the Bluetooth in the app. Select model. Read from the connected program, yada yada. Remind me next time. No, I think I got it figured out. Alright, so I'm going to connect Bluetooth. And let's see if this is going to focus. Okay, and you can see it's Tidradio Kit is what it's called. So, just hit the little slider. Okay, so they are connected. Now select model. This is Baofeng F8TD. Okay, so now we're going to hit read, and yeah, it's reading. Okay, processing data, and it's giving me another little tutorial here. And I'll keep that one because I really didn't pay attention to it. Alright, so it's read, starts off at channel 0, which is the one thing I added the last time I was here, or last time, sorry, I was playing with it. So basically your 2-meter calling frequency. It does allow you to put in your receive and transmit frequencies independently, so that's how you would do your offset. There's no automatic, plus 0.6 or anything like that. You have your tones, whether you want your power to be wide or narrow, push to talk ID, and oh, it does allow you actually to put a name in here. I didn't see that the first time. I'm not sure why I have that labeled as ISS, but let's just back that off here. Space. Oops. And I'm just going to call this test 1. Because I want to see if it copies over. Okay, enter. Oops. Oh, apparently you can put multiple lines of text. Okay. Alright. And I guess you can just save that now, and it gives you a default name, so we'll confirm. Okay, I'm glad I noticed that you can put a name in there, because that was going to be one of the things I was going to complain about, was that it did not have the ability to put a name in there, but I guess I just didn't scroll down far enough to see it when I was first using this. One thing I am going to complain about, though, is the horrible navigation for selecting your channels. Basically, you have a drop down here, and it lists channel 0 through 127. And that's how you select your channel. If I'm going to go to channel 118, and I then want to go to channel 119, I have to hit this and go all the way up to 119. If they just had like little left or right arrows next to the channel, so you can go to the next, it would certainly make it a whole lot simpler there. But this app, I mean, it's got some features that could be better in the app, but it is what it is. And like I said, the main reason why I can see using this instead of like say Chirp or something would be if you had your Baofeng and this little device with you out in the field, and you wanted to basically clone yourself to another Baofeng or a bunch of other Baofengs without using Chirp or wires. That's the primary reason I can see using this. So, in addition to possibly being able to program your frequencies and everything else in here, we have function options, such as, whether you want your A-band mode to be these are sorting settings, basically everything you'd see in Chirp. It does make getting some of these settings a bit easier, setting offsets. Under function mode, B-band frequency, timeout timer, squelch levels. I'm just going to scroll through and we'll just let you read and see what's there. What your LED colors, what you want them to be for transmit and so forth. So a lot of options in here. Again, if you can get it to actually write to your radio, that'd be the tricky part. And the A, whether you want it to be, channel plus frequency, channel and name. Tones off. And your RX TX list. So these are basically pre-loaded things. So if you just want to load, if you had a GMRS unit, you just load all the GMRS or FRS frequencies in there. Again, if it will actually write to your radio. And there, I'm going to hit right, and we'll see if channel 0 changes from whatever it was to test 1, which I wrote here. I noticed it was doing this before, giving me a failure at about the same percentage every time, but it did seem to actually write. So, it's failure, please try again. So it's going to hit back, and let's see what channel 0 is on here now. Let's see, I'm on channel 1. Channel 0 is still the same, and let me go to AB. Oops, sorry. Make sure you can actually see this here. AB, because my B is what tells me my name. And it does still say ISS. It does not say test 0, which I expected it to. Okay. So maybe it didn't write. Let's leave this down here at 0 and 0. And we're going to try and write again. Alright, so hitting write. Progress bar. 34.90566. Failure. Please try again. Okay. And I'm just going to get back here. And it does still say ISS. And, yeah, okay. Well, let's try the big test. Let me just go back to 0 and make sure that does say what I said. Okay, and like I said, the words may not work. Maybe this is just something, test 1 might just be what I can name it. It may not change the call letters, but we have an easy way to figure that out. What I'm going to do is turn this one off. We're going to unplug the doohickey. Yeah. Okay, we have Baofeng number 2. It's actually picking up a little bit of noise. And let me go up a channel, stop that from squawking. Okay, so menu. I believe it is the last menu item. Yep, reset all. And menu. Okay, so it did take me a minute to figure out how to factory reset this. Basically, it's push and hold the menu button. Been a while since I played with the Baofengs. Alright, so as you can see, or maybe you heard, it spoke in Chinese. And it's nowhere near the frequencies it was. Alright, so now we're going to try and write to this thing. Alright, that is plugged in. Alright, and still on the same page where I was. There are, I don't know, I probably got like 80, 90 local channels written in here. So we're going to hit write and see what happens. Okay, the little light is blinking on the other Baofeng. Got to about the same point and said failure, please try again. And we appear to be at the same point. Alright, so I wait for that, whatever the hell it is, to continue on down the road. Oops. So, menu, reset, and reset all. What's this say? Reset source. All. Okay, so we're back at these same channels again. And channel 1. Okay, so there's only channel 0 and 127. AB. So there's only channels Ling and ER Shi. Alright, so let's try this again. And I'm on a channel that doesn't have any static this time, which could have interfered with it. Alright, I'm going to hit write. Please connect a device first. Okay, apparently it lost its connection again. Connect Bluetooth. Okay. And program. And we have this here, so right. And you can see we do have flashing like data is being transmitted. Failed at the same point again. Or it says failure. It may actually be doing something, but it says failure. Okay, get back there. And let's see what we got. And I apologize, that noisy thing is coming back down the road again. Alright, so channel 0 is 520. There's our local repeater. So it does appear to have actually programmed in some things. And it appears to be... Oh! I accidentally put my hand on the right button while I was flipping channels here. So that's why it all flashed all over again. So let's see. Looks like I do have common sense numbers in here. Oh, you stopped. You stopped at 44. Okay, let's see what I had in the other one.
Channel mode. 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 8, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1,
Okay.
7.
So I had a gap in mine. So mine went up to 44, and then I had a gap to 110. It's apparently weather channels. So it programmed up until it hit a gap and then failed. So that might be some good information for the TID people to try and fix their thing. And on here, do I have the high channels? Let's see. Got 44, nope, 44, and I just go to 127. So that may be a little glitch where it doesn't like transmitting after a gap. It can't do null data or something. Interesting. Alright, so, and oh, sorry, let me set that channel mode. Now I want to make sure the words came over. So, menu. Okay, so B, I want name, so menu, down, select name, hold menu. Okay, so exit. So the names do come over, which is good. B. But if you have any break in your channel numbers, it appears to break the app as it currently exists. So, I told him I'd give him an honest review. This could actually end up being a handy thing, so I want to help him fix it. So, let's see what else is on here. I think I've shown just about everything on this app here. You can get the app even if you don't have the device, I believe you can still see it. Now the app does do some other things which you will probably never use. Let me just get out of here. I believe they borrowed an existing app and then kind of made it into this, because it's like you can like put your moments, which is like, I don't know, if you went hiking and you wanted to tell the folks in China that you went hiking, you could put it in here. Let's see. It's not really an impressive app. And again, a little tutorial. Cancel. So, so that's why we had some bonus features here. There's actually a post. The regular version and the pro version of OD Master have been combined, and now you just need to download one app. Okay, so good. So they did make some changes and add some additional features 4 days ago. So, awesome. Hey, there's a post I made under my other account. Because I couldn't find the Pro app. So good. So now you only need to you used to have to get this app, and then you had to get the Pro app and upgrade it, and I could never get the thing to upgrade. So looks like they did modify the program and add some features. So good. So at least you get some program updates inside the app itself, apparently. So now that's under status, and then POC. It still wants me to update. All right, we'll cancel. I'm not really sure what that is. I believe there is a way to like share your programming files with other people, but I don't know why you'd want to really. Okay, so let's go back, and I'm just going to exit out here. Almost an hour. All right, I'm going to turn this camera around and just do a brief summary, because I like doing a summary at the beginning of my videos, and wrap this up.